honest and transparent, I have no idea how it works. I just know it heats up my food really quick, and it makes it amazing.
I'm fucking dead. Okay, so I should be live on YouTube.
Okay.
Go ahead and give it a look, Dre.
All right. Can you send me a link?
Yeah.
Actually, could you post it in chat? Everyone, the link that Burrito's gonna post in chat right now. Could everyone go ahead and check it out as well because he's gonna be live streaming on YouTube. We gotta support our boys. You feel me? Our other booty takers.
Just to make sure the audio is good and
yeah,
that we're all set up to go.
yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay.
You use game capture to stream or window capture? I use window capture.
Okay. Let me know, guys. Okay, let me put the link. I didn't even put the link.
I had that. Those things are amazing. Mason, you have one, bro? It's amazing. Oh, that popcorn I showed you earlier was air popped. Okay. Air poopered. I've never put popcorn in the air fryer yet. I kind of want to try though.
Anthony, if you get into my chat, I don't know if you have a YouTube, but you can type in the chat on my YouTube. Let me know if my audio and Dre audio sound okay, or if he's too loud, or if I'm too loud. One or the other. Yeah, I don't mind if you watch from Dre. You guys can watch from Dre. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be on my channel later on, anyways. If you guys don't stay for the full thing, because I know podcasts can be kind of long, so you know I understand.
Exactly. It's just we're gonna pretty much just be talking, just talking about different shit,
about some like real shit, you know, like
yeah,
you know, be like that. All right, let me get a photo of this and go ahead and
Oh, dude, I hit the dick out of my mic right now.
I heard that.
I'm so sorry. I always do it. I always do it, dude.
Bro, it's the dildo mic, bro. That's why.
How long are you gonna be broadcasting for? I mean, until the end of the podcast. Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah,
just I'm gonna get you $1 worth of bits because you're the man. I want to be number one. Thanks, Horchata. I appreciate that.
You never know, dude. Podcast lasts.
Exactly. You never know. These burgers are so good. Are you gonna share, Kirsten? What's up with that? You don't mind if I watch from there, Redrick? Nah. Mason, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Everyone subscribe to the Unorthodox Encounter as well.
How's it going, guys? Okay, I'm seeing you guys. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Drake can be turned down a bit. Okay, so let me turn him down a bit. I'm going to turn him down a bit, and then you guys let me know. Okay.
No, I need to go get some more ketchup real quick.
80%. Okay.
I'll be right back, okay?
All right. This is my brand account. Okay, perfect. Link in bio. Okay. All right. Let's get this out. Share. Done.
Good.
Let's put it in the bio real quick.
Jesus, it's hot as dick in fucking my room. Excuse me. Rika! What's up, Rika? How you doing, girl? How was your amazing slumber?
Hey Dre, I'm gonna tweet the stream through my my podcast account. You think you can retweet the stream for me, buddy?
Yeah, of course, bro. I got you.
All right, dude.
Got some more ketchup in here. Just in time for the podcast? Exactly. Yo, I still got my 2 marks from last night, dude.
Me too, dude. I was looking at that right now. Turn yourself up.
Like we got branded, bro.
Turn yourself up less than what you turned Dre down. Mine is all the way up, actually. You can turn yourself up a tad if you want. I don't know if I can go past this. Let me see. Can I increase the...
I feel good, my guy. I'm glad, Rika. I really am.
I feel like it's probably because I'm not like right next to a mic.
It's my Donald Duck sound.
Dude, that sounds like exactly like Donald Duck. That's the funny part. Okay, do I sound a bit better, guys? Do I sound more audible?
Yo, look, sir, wish you the best. Thank you, Butler. I appreciate you. You are amazing, Butler. You're an amazing Butler, and I love you to death, okay? Never forget that.
All right.
You and Butler number 2. You guys are amazing.
All right, Booty Connoisseur. I went in, I tweeted the stream.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Let me actually go on my Twitter. Yeah.
Liddy Podcast.
Did you tag me in it?
Live. No, I forgot tagging it. My bad. That's all bad on me. Bad on my part. He dogging. Bodie president.
Is the stream started on his channel because it hasn't started for me, or is he testing? It should be live right now.
Oh, you retweeted the
I'll retweet both of them.
Oh yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
Are you live right now on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. I should be. It should still be live.
It says waiting for the Unorthodox Encounter at 5:50 p.m.
Really? That's weird.
Hmm.
Let me click.
Good luck, sir. Wish you best. Calls up if you need some assistance with any issues. Thank you, brother. I definitely will. Trust me.
Click. Go ahead and click on the link again, Dre. See if it works.
Okay, I'm investing right now.
Yeah, because I mean, let me see.
You make that noise when I cook for you. Bet. I want you to be cooking it up heavy.
Big old bets.
It's live. Xcal said it was live. Me and Thing are on standby. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. It means a lot, for real. You're amazing.
Awesome. We're live. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, Draynilla, Andre Snellbaker, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
bro.
man, I'm actually grateful that we started talking again. We probably haven't talked. I want to say maybe 2.5 years.
I know, bro. It's been a cool minute.
It's so after I always like to ask people this question because it's actually pretty interesting. It's your first year after high school, man.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like transitioning into real life?
Very awkward because I didn't know what I want to do in my life yet. I had a sense of direction and like an idea that I wanted to do. So I wanted to be an actor straight out of high school. I always wanted to be a movie star. But I realized after going to college for it and taking classes for it, I really didn't have passion behind it. And I just wanted to get into it for the money and fame. And that was literally it. And like, that's cool. People could do, whatever they want. People, pursue their dreams for certain reasons and shit like that. But for me, it just didn't feel right. Like the passion wasn't behind it.
Yeah, I understand. So, a lot of time we go into things, and usually because we come from poverty. Sometimes the first thing that initially hits our minds is the rich, being rich and famous. Because we're not used to that type of lifestyle. And I realized that doing that, you usually aren't passionate about those type of things. You see that people are doing successful, so you're like, hey, maybe if he's doing this, I can catch onto his wave.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of people in this day and age and in this generation, they compare themselves to a lot of different people, but they don't know the backstory behind that certain person. Like, let's say someone's 22 years old, they're driving a fucking McLaren. They post it on Instagram, and like the caption, they post like, "Oh, I've been grinding for this forever," like all this different shit. But like, there's you don't know the backstory behind it. Like, mommy and daddy could have paid for like 99% of it, or like their brother has it,
mommy and daddy
just
sponsored.
Exactly, or it could be a rental, like shit like that.
Yeah, man, I understand that, man, and it's true. It happens. You see things. I actually read online the other day that the number one addiction problem we have is being addicted to other people's success, and we obsess over it, and it makes us feel, I guess, depressed and sad in the situations that we're in because we're like, hey, like we feel envy, and that's probably one of the worst things you can feel is envy because it just makes you feel like a shitty person. You feel like you're not good enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
So as far as college, when you got out of high school, was college like? Were you excited about it? Were you like, damn, like finally the next chapter? I'm gonna be an adult now.
Honestly, I was a little scared going into it because I didn't know what to expect really, and like I didn't like high school that much. Like I like high school for the social aspects of it, but I didn't really like school like for school. Like I always felt like if I really wanted to be educated in something, I could just go to like the library, or I could go on Google and just search it up myself.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, obviously, if you want to be like a doctor or a lawyer, like something like in that profession, you need school.
Yeah, 100%. For the
shit, for the shit that I wanted to do, I didn't need school. So I was only going to college just because my parents wanted me to, and just to see like what the experience was like. But I knew quickly like it wasn't for me. I was like, fuck this. So I dropped out.
And did your parents like push you to college? Were they kind of forcing you? Like, hey, like, you need to get this done, or how was that experience?
At first, they were pushing me, and they were like, college, like go to school, get a degree, get a good job, all this different shit, because it's just embedded into them like that. But after they saw that I didn't enjoy it and I didn't like it that much, and I started doing my own things out of school and making money through different means, like out of school, like they realized like, oh, like, he could actually be on his shit. Like he's not just going to sit around all day and not go to school and like just be a bum. Like they knew that I had the mindset that if I wanted to do anything, I just go out and fucking do it if I wanted to. So they respected that. And like, they still kind of like push it upon me. Like they mention it here and there, but they also realize that I don't want to do that. And they see that I'm also, doing other shit outside of school. So
And I think that's the important part. As long as they see you doing something, you know, because you'd be surprised, you know, there's kids that are older than us, like 24, 23, that are still working part-time and they're not even going to school or anything, you know. I'm a firm believer in if you're not going to school full-time, or if you're not in school, I think you should at least be grinding a 9 to 5 to fund whatever dreams you got going on for you. Yeah, it's important because in reality, especially in California, you cannot get by on minimum wage.
No way,
you know?
No way.
It's impossible. You know, and school's not for everyone. And like you were saying, if you're gonna be a doctor, yes, I feel like personally, school, if you're gonna be like a big shot, like lawyer or a doctor, I feel like school is a must. Like you can't skip out. But a lot of people still, you know, miss on trades. Trades are actually really easy to get into. Number one thing about trades is like it's a problem solving job, and problem solving jobs make you a lot of money, you know. Yeah, you'll be working under someone for a while, but the thing about trades is you can always make your own business, you know. It's a little harder if you're gonna be a lawyer or a doctor to kind of have your own business, your own firm. It's really expensive, but
definitely,
as far as like, you know, if you're a carpenter, a construction guy, a painter, you can always make your own business, you know. And I feel like a lot of people don't really venture out onto those things, you know. They go to school for general ed, waste about 2 years, get in some school debt, and then like later on they figure out, damn, I should have done this first, you know.
Exactly.
Or I could have done that, you know. So I feel like they don't really address that enough, and I feel like schools have a problem on pushing college way too much, you know.
Definitely, yeah.
Really, especially here. I don't know if they do this outside of the U.S., but I know in the U.S., you know, college is pushed a lot as the number one thing that you have to do if you want to be successful in life.
Yeah, definitely, bro. It's because there's a system, and the government runs the system, and obviously schools need a profit. But in this day and age, the government is seeing that kids aren't going to school as much as they did back in the day. Like in this day and age, with this technology that we have, like anyone can make $1 million from their phone or their laptop. They just have to put their mind to it and be creative. Anyone could do it. I kid you not. Like, obviously, it's gonna take a lot of fucking hard work, a lot of consistency, a lot of persistence, and a lot of dedication, a lot of patience. But anyone could do it. I kid you not. And it's insane. But it's just like they're forcing. They're not addressing all the like opportunities and possibilities there are in this world, because it's just embedded into society that you're supposed to fucking go to college after after high school, you know, go for 4 years, however many years you want to go, get a degree, and then get a job. But the reality is that nowadays, like, people with like bachelors and PhDs and shit, they're working at Starbucks, they're working at freaking Subway, they're working at minimum wage jobs, just as, you know, a regular college student, someone that's straight out of high school. So in this day and age, like, you can make something without going to school. And a lot of kids don't realize that.
Anthony says, here it all depends on what you're studying in high school. Some of our courses allow you to go straight into a job. It's always recommended, though. It gives you the option to earn more. Oh my god. And I've always thought about that. Like, why don't schools, I know they used to do it back then, like they used to have wood shop and like auto mechanic like classes, you know, back then. I don't know why they don't do that anymore. I feel like it's crucial that they should still be doing things like that, because I feel like they should have a system for you to earn a certificate, so that after high school, if you don't want to go to college, you can get into a job that's, you know, similar to what you learned in high school, because, you know, not everyone can afford college, you know, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's smart that they're doing that out of states, you know. I don't know. It's okay to me. It's because I feel like school is probably like the biggest business scam in America. You know, schools make so much money off of you, honestly, because they know that a lot of people aren't gonna finish, because they see that you have to grind so many hours to get to the top, and not a lot of people can afford it, man. You get into so much debt. Either way, they end up winning your money, so it's kind of fucked over here.
Exactly, dude. Either way, they're winning your money, and they profit off of fucking kids going into debt and gaining interest and all that shit, dude. And it's sad. It really is, because a lot of kids out of high school, they don't have the basic skills and tools to understand that there's other opportunities and there's other ways to do shit. And obviously, if you're 18, 19, graduating high school, some people do, but the majority of people don't know what they want to do for the rest of their lives. But they struggle through college, and they're aimlessly like switching majors and shit like that and wasting time and money when they could just take a year. I always recommend take a year and just figure out what you want to do in your life. Like, what are your goals? What are you passionate about? What do you want to like make money doing for the rest of your life? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10, 15 years doing? So I always recommend people to just take some time and just really think like what you want to do for the rest of your life, because time is so precious. Like, people don't realize, but time is so precious. Time is the only thing in this world you can never get back. Ever, ever, 100%. Ever.
ever, man. Once you waste that second, it's gone.
Exactly.
And
It's
don't take
gone
that for granted.
forever. Exactly. A lot of people do take time for granted, but yeah, it's just a lot of time. Like people value money, people value friendships, people value, a lot of different shit. But for me, I honestly just value time the most. It's actually invaluable to me. That's how fucking
Yeah,
valuable
that's
it
how
is.
valuable it is. It's invaluable. It just
Mhm.
can't be measured. It's so important. So
Exactly. It's crazy.
so you did study a bit at Mount
Mhm.
Sac, correct?
Yep. So I went
Okay.
for about a year.
So after your so you say you went up for about a year. So after that year, when did you kind of realize that you were like, fuck, okay, I think I gotta do something else, man. Like this isn't gonna cut it.
It's when I started skipping class and started failing and shit.
That was me after my first semester. I would skip a lot. It started because my friend started skipping philosophy. I was taking philosophy with him, and the teacher was so boring, man. I was like, dude, I honestly I would always fall asleep in this class. So we would get to school, park for about 2 hours, and then we would get into our. Honestly, the only class I liked was business law. Business is fun in general. You learn
Yeah.
things about business, and it's crazy, man. Like it's interesting, like especially how lawyers go about getting out of situations with other businesses. It's just like, damn, it's like a whole game of chess in the business world, and it's very interesting. There's some interesting aspects of school, I would say, but for the most part, I feel like you're just wasting your time, man.
Definitely, bro.
Like, general ed, I feel like is a huge waste of time, especially if you're doing it at a university. It's probably the biggest scam because
Yeah.
you're wasting that extra 2 years, and it's like, okay, so to put it in perspective, community college, you'll pay like maybe like $200 for a class or something, versus at a university you pay like $2,000.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
It's a huge difference. So it's like I always encourage people, like, hey, like if you can if you don't know what you want to do, go to community college, get your general ed, then hop into university. You're smart enough for university, but I would say save your money the first 2 years because you're gonna end up regretting it, and then that debt, especially if you fail those 2 years, like it's gonna be hard to get back in.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. A lot of time and money wasted just going straight to like a university right after high school. Like it works for some people obviously because they know exactly what they want to do. They're driven, there's stuff like that. But the majority of people, you got to take time. You got to, figure out what you want to do in life. Like, and I'm always going to preach that. Like, you just need time and you need to figure out what you exactly want to do. And if you figure out what you can do and what you want to do in life, you just got to go for it like 1,000%. Like, literally, there's nothing in this world that you can't accomplish. Like, you just have to fucking go at it and just stay driven, stay motivated, stay persistent, and you could have anything you want in this world. Trust me.
All the checkas you want in the world, bro.
The checkas.
So what other business ventures have you gone on since, after leaving school?
The biggest one I did was flipping products on Amazon. That was my big one. I honestly thought like that was it did take off, but I didn't put as much time into it as I am streaming now because to be honest, like I wasn't as passionate about the Amazon thing. Like I saw the Amazon thing as an opportunity to just to make money.
To make money on the side, right?
Yeah, just make money on the side. Like it was like a hide hustle pretty much. Like I wasn't super passionate about it. Like some people love it though. Some people love flipping and gluing and like on the weekends and shit like that, and they make bank from it. But like don't get me wrong, like that's cool and everything, and I made a cool amount of money doing it. I just wasn't passionate about it. Like it was just boring to me. Like literally, it was just like money. Like and money in my mind, money doesn't satisfy me either. Like money's cool and everything. Don't get me wrong, I love money, but it doesn't satisfy me. It's not something that I work towards. Like I work for relationships and like connections and shit like that.
Yeah, I noticed that about you. You never really flex what you have. You know what I mean? Kind of when you do, it's more like of a success type of thing. It's not, like I remember when you were doing the Amazon FBA, you would post your sales, your total sales. You're like, oh, like I never thought I would reach this many sales at this much time. You made a lot of progress with Amazon quite fast, actually. I was pretty impressed.
Thanks, bro.
How did that work? What was the formula behind that?
It was literally just finding products from major like suppliers like Walmart, Target, Ross, like and a lot of underground suppliers like Dollar Tree and shit like that, and even thrift stores. And just literally flipping them and selling them for profit on Amazon. It was literally that simple. But I would just buy a shit ton of them. I would buy like freaking 50 to 60 at a time.
That's right through like AliExpress or something like that, right?
That's more of like private labeling. That's like if you want to actually throw your own brand on there.
Okay.
I was selling like already branded shit like Legos, Hasbro, like shit like that. Yeah, like shit that already sells.
What sold the most for you?
Beauty
beauty
Makeup.
products.
Yeah,
I feel
makeup.
like that stuff probably sells like that, and fitness stuff. Like a lot of people buy like those shaker cups, those protein
Definitely,
shakers.
yeah. Especially in January, bro. Like December, January, because it's a new year. Everyone wants to get fit and shit. That shit sells like hotcakes, bro. It's insane.
We had Kirsten saying, "I'm honestly suffering with a heavy set of debt. Just when it comes to the first year, I dropped out before my second was to start. Now I suffer from debt with the lender and the college itself, on top of everything to do with my hospital stays and health insurance." Man, yeah, and you live in the U.S., so I understand you on the health insurance, man. That shit's ridiculous. Jesus Christ, I myself don't have any health insurance, so if I were to get hurt, I'd be fucked, you know. Especially because I do kickboxing, so if I were to get hurt or cracked rib or something, man, that's gonna be expensive. Probably like $2,000 for like a rib. Dude. So that's the scary part, and it's like, it's just, yeah, like I don't know what to do about it, because I mean I can see if I can, you know, like qualify for maybe free medical insurance, but I doubt it. I don't know. It's just kind of that's medical insurance in America is just fucking ridiculous. You have medical insurance?
It's insane. I do. I'm under my dad's though until I'm 25.
Damn, I got kicked off of my parents as soon as I turned 18.
Oh, that's tough.
So I haven't had any for 2 years, man. I've been playing it safe, man. You know, so
exactly. You gotta play it safe, dude.
You're just playing it careful, but you know, you get bored of playing it safe. You know, you want to do other things, and it's like.
No, that's another scam of America, though. The government forces you to have health insurance.
Yeah, you know what? Trump took it out of this year's taxes, though. So I mean, before it was like $60 a month if you didn't have any insurance. So it was actually when I was doing my taxes, they were gonna take away like $600 because I didn't have any insurance for the whole year.
Jesus!
But they forgave it, so I got lucky there. I was like, man, that's a lot of money. If I wouldn't have got forgiven, I would have been fucked right there, man. It's crazy. Like they would force you. It's like, it sucks how they're gonna force you to do that, and then it's gonna be so expensive. Or like you're kind of like you're stuck. You're like, damn, I want to get it, but I can't because you know it's expensive. You know? That's just
definitely, crazy. Bro. It's hella whack.
Yeah, no, man. I really don't fuck with that, man. So you used to game back. You used to do YouTube back in 2014. When did you initially start, and what inspired you to start streaming and playing video games?
See, that's an amazing question. Thanks for asking that. So pretty much, what inspired me and motivated me to get started was this one group. It's called The Creatures. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but it's with like okay. So it's like this old group. They used to have this guy called Uber Nova. This guy named Jordan. His name it's Kutra. Spoon, Dan's Games. Like this is a group of gaming friends, right? And pretty much like they were living the dream back in the day, like 2012, 2013. Like they had a big ass gaming mansion, and like they were streaming, making YouTube videos, and just like having so much fun just gaming pretty much. And like I saw that and I was like, dude, that looks amazing. Like I want to do that too. Like I want to have a gaming house. I want to be with my friends, like all that shit. So I started making Minecraft videos, and that's really what inspired me. But then like when my first video blew up, it was when I really saw it, like the potential, and I was like, yo, like I could actually do this. I was like a fucking 14, 15-year-old. And I was like, this is insane. Because if you don't know, I think I told you, Berto, but I don't know if Chad knows, but I used to make Minecraft videos back in the day. And this one series blew up like that actually got my channel like kind of noticed, not really noticed, but like kind of it pushed me a little bit. I had this one Minecraft like space series. It was like a space biome, and it was like this modded map, and it was like the first let's play on that map, and the map actually blew up on the forums, and the creator of the map posted it on the forum post. So when people wanted to see gameplay, they would just watch my video, and it got like 300,000 views.
Damn, that's crazy. You know what? I seen your old channel had like, you used to have the same channel that you have now. Oops, I'm sorry, I hit my mic. Yeah. That channel. So you've had the Draynilla channel for years, right? So that channel had like 1,000 or like 2,000 subs for as long as I can remember. Honestly, I remember looking it up back in the day. But yeah, like Minecraft was such a huge game, and it kind of sucks to see Fortnite is suffering the same fate that Minecraft did, as far as so many kids got into it. Yeah, and eventually just kind of ruined the community, split it in half, and it kind of got weird. Like if you were an older dude playing Minecraft, and it's just like, man, there's a lot of kids playing this game. You probably shouldn't, be around them. And so many scandals happened, like in 2015. I remember, man, the Minecraft community fell hard, man. A lot of people like
Yeah.
Sky left, Bajan the Canadian left,
I
Jerome
love Sky.
ASF, dude. Jerome ASF, man. I used to watch that guy like all the time. The Minecraft community fell hard.
Yeah, dude.
The Call of Duty community was rising at the time though, so that's when like trick shotting was getting famous. That's when I hopped into the scene. That was my thing, man. I was like, man, I want to be a trick shotter. I was in love with FaZe back then. I was I was in love with FaZe Apex because he was so he was underrated big time. You know, like a lot of people thought he wasn't good because he was just like 720 insta swap and shit. But he was one of the first guys to hit a first shot in Black Ops 2. So I was like hype. So that was my scene back in the day, because a Modern Warfare 2. I started there, but I wasn't good at sniping until like after Black Ops 1, pretty much, Yeah, so it took a while to catch traction, but it kind of brings nostalgia because like I remember spending so many hours on Call of Duty.
Dude, same here. MW2 is my game. I honestly wanted to join FaZe. I was like every little kid, and I practiced trick shotting every day. I actually joined a team called War back in the day, and they had like 15K subs, I think. And they posted a montage, but I think they deleted the channel. So you can't look it up anymore, which sucks. But that was like my first experience like joining a team. And I loved it, dude. Like we would all squad up like after school and we would just like go into quick scoping lobbies and like try to chick shot. And like I was the recorder. I had an HD PVR. So I would be like the recorder and I'd get invited all the time. Yeah, I was the main man.
Dude, if you had an HD PVR, you were getting.
You always got invited.
Pussy, yeah, exactly. You were always getting invited, man. Everyone was like, "Hey, record this, bro." Man, like you always having to be on theater mode, recording everyone's clips and shit. Man, exactly. I remember those days. I remember when I got a Elgato. Everyone was like, "Damn, bro, he's got an Elgato. He's gonna do our commentaries for us."
Yeah, exactly, bro. That was it back in the day. I loved it, dude.
Yeah, man,
I always thought I was gonna be in FaZe though. Honestly, like I always thought like my gamer tag used to be. Oh, I forgot. No, okay. So when I first joined War, I was War Dre, Dray. So I've had like the Dre like kind of staple for a while. But I remember I used to go by fucking Choppy.
Choppy.
And Choppy, bro. It was like with 3 Y's.
So how did the name Draynilla get implemented into? You went from Dre to Draynilla.
Okay, so I've had a lot of like surnames in the past. I used to have Chicken Fingers. I used to have Aox. It was AOXE. That used to be my old Xbox gamer tag. I used to have Aox. I said Chicken Fingers. I think that was, and then I had King Dre. King Dre was one of them. But Draynilla started because I wanted to that's when I was starting my YouTube channel, and like I wanted to think of something unique, and I couldn't think of anything for like the longest time. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just do something with my name because like I don't want to have like something completely different from my name. So obviously I took Dre, and I like spelling it Dray because it's just different. Like no one spells it Dray. Like everyone spells Dre Dre, obviously.
Dre, yeah.
So yeah, and so I started Dray, and so I started Dre. I started spelling it Drayee, and then like maybe 3 E's. That used to be my Xbox gamer tag as well. But then I wanted something different. So I thought, what else do I like? And at the time, and it's still kind of, but my favorite ice cream was fucking vanilla.
Vanilla.
And and I love vanilla wafers to death, bro.
Vanilla wafers smack, man.
They super smack, bro.
It was some milk, dude. Smack. Damn. Especially when you're, a little faded, that's just fucking slaps, dude.
Exactly. So I just put it together, Draynilla, and it just worked. So
dude. Yeah, it goes. It's such a smooth name. It's like just like Draynilla. It fucking rings well. You know what I mean?
Hey, thanks, bro.
it's fucking well. Yeah, but
thanks,
that's crazy though. Like I remember you told me that when I first met you when I was in 10th grade. When I was in 11th grade, you were a senior. I was like, "Oh, what's your name?" You're like, "Oh, Andre, but you can call me Draynilla." I was like, "Draynilla, watch the fuck out."
I remember that.
I remember that shit, man.
Dude, fucking all the girls, like, because I used to have my Twitter name as Draynilla too, and that's when I was using Twitter a lot. Like, all the girls, like, they would ask me, like, "Hey, are you Draynilla on Twitter?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, baby girl."
Yeah, you bet
your what's up? Hey, you bet.
That's just crazy, man. You look when I met you, you look like a straight, ladies man, bro, and then I seen you actually had a girlfriend at the time. I was like, what? I was like, I would not expect him to have a girlfriend, bro. I thought he was out here like fucking 10 bitches a day and shit. Look like a straight player, dude. Light skin god,
Everyone always thought that in high school. Honestly, everyone always thought I was a player, but honestly, I really wasn't because I had a girlfriend and I had opportunities to do shit. But I'm a faithful man. Okay, don't get it twisted.
Faithful man, dude.
Yeah, I'm a faithful light skin.
You're like, just because I'm good looking don't mean I'm a player. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be the most unexpected guys that are players. Actually, you know, like it's
For
crazy.
real. Okay, the ugly nipples and shit, dude.
All the ugly nipples getting love, bro.
I look, you be envious sometimes. So I'm like, what the? Hold on. So with this, it's all about confidence, to be honest.
It really is, man. Honestly, like I can never get over, like especially dudes who just immediately shoot themselves down, and then like later on they find out they had a chance with that chick. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
yeah, it's all about confidence.
Confidence is a huge thing because, you know, like personally, like I'm not a fucking good looking guy. I know that myself, but that doesn't stop me. You know what I mean? Like I know I've got a heck of a fucking personality. You know, I just go out there and fucking like I talk my way through some shit. You know what I mean? I'll talk my way through some cheeks, man. You know, that's just how it works.
Exactly.
You just gotta be confident with yourself. You know.
Exactly. Like a lot of girls in this day and age, like obviously, like people love looks. No one wants to be with an ugly person. You feel me? But like confidence and personality goes a long fucking way, dude. Like it just adds, like it's like the freaking like icing on the cake, pretty much. Pretty much, if like someone who's like, you know, attractive but not like a 10 can be a 10 if they have the personality behind it. You feel me?
Personally, like, so really backs up. Like you can have a really pretty girl, man, but if she's got a nasty attitude, her ratings will drop quick, man.
Exactly, but she's going to a -10.
-10, bro. Or like the way she portrays herself, man. Because some girls really, they can be hot, man, but you know they always be doing some thirst trap shit, and you just like less attractive. It's like, do I really want someone that everybody wants? Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want someone that like that's been around either.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's another thing too, man. That's like,
you don't want someone that the squad's hit.
It's kind of dude. You know, they're just gonna laugh at you, like, bro, like,
what you doing, you clown?
It's like, hey, we Eskimo bros, or like, what's up? Oh man, dude. So you know, it's crazy. I was looking at I remember you were posting old photos of yourself. So you used to be chubby back in middle school, huh?
Yeah, very chubby.
So when did you grow out of that?
Honestly, like sophomore year is when I started like really changing. Like freshman year, I was still kind of chubby and like I had titties and shit. But then sophomore, like the middle / end of sophomore year is when like I really started like taking my diet seriously and shit and actually going to the gym. Like pretty much what I did though to like stop being fat is that I ate chicken and broccoli for 3 meals every single day for like 2 months straight. And I was hitting the gym stupid hard. Like I would go to the gym every day. Yeah, every day after fucking school. Usually on my days off, like on the weekends, I would go. The first thing I did, like when I woke up, was go to the gym. Make sure I knocked it out. Come home, eat chicken and broccoli, like all that shit. And I was hitting it stupid hard. And I don't know if you remember Trevor Chapman. Does his name sound familiar?
Yeah, I remember Trevor.
Yeah. I actually paid him to write me up a fucking workout routine. And he was like my personal trainer for like those 2 months. And like, props to him, dude. He helped me out so much. Like I had so many different questions and like I didn't know a lot of shit because obviously I was fat. I didn't know about shit. I didn't know about working out or anything like that. And I saw him like turning into beast mode. And so I did pay him. And it was only like $25, bro. He was charging me stupid cheap. And like he helped me out fast. So he was a big contribution. But yeah, I just started taking the gym seriously. And I just grew taller too, which also helped.
Hey, Mason said, did you get stretch marks from being chubby?
Yeah, I still have some. Like mainly on my arms. But not really on my stomach because I had like I never was like fat, but I was thick. Like I was husky.
You were a husky.
You feel me?
Yeah, I've always been a big boy too, man. You know, and I can relate to you. You know, as far as in the beginning, I think the hardest part about losing weight is the beginning because you don't know what the heck to eat. You don't know what to do at the gym. You kind of look clueless. You're like, I don't want to look dumb at the gym, man. Like,
exactly. That's the worst.
So you just stick to like the fucking treadmill, and then you're just like, I think I'm gonna go home. Like I don't know how to lift these weights. That was me. That was me. The beginning of 11th grade or towards the end of my sophomore year. I was like, you know what? I know I got to hit the gym because I'm getting pretty unhealthy. So, you know, I started hitting the gym, but I didn't know what to do. And then I moved from Diamond Ranch and I met these powerlifter guys at Gary. And man, I was like, damn, this dude's lifting like 400 pounds off the floor. How the hell do you do that? You know? And he's like, oh, like I could show you. Just, you know, come to my group. And dude, like within a couple months, man, I became fucking strong as hell. I was like, dude, I was eating like straight like cans of tuna, a bunch of chicken, rice, a bunch of greens, man.
Yeah.
I was getting with it, you know, like I was built like a mini fridge, you know, in 11th grade. I was built like a mini fridge in 11th grade, half of my senior year. And then when I got in a relationship, that's kind of when I fell flat, man. And I don't know if anyone else can relate. I don't want to put excuses, but you know, sometimes when you get in a relationship, you guys go out to eat a lot.
Definitely, bro. Yes.
It's like,
yeah, exactly, bro. It's insane how much you guys actually go out to eat.
I feel like that's probably like one of the biggest oofs of a relationship.
It is the biggest
like,
oof.
Going out.
Money too.
Money, man. Like you
It's
spend
a lot of
money, man. Like damn, like it's kind of crazy, you know. You don't realize how much food you're putting in yourself until you know you look back at your 1 year anniversary and you're like, damn, we were skinny back then. What the fuck happened to us, you know? Like shit. Like, my ex and I, both of us gained like a good, I would say like fucking 40 pounds or 60 pounds, man. Like
damn,
it was insane. We would like go eat wings. We would eat like Denny's like every other week and shit, man. It was crazy, man. Just thinking back to it now. It was fun though, I'm not gonna lie, you know, like
yeah, definitely.
Like, you know, like it was always cool going out and you know we were always happy and shit eating, but you know eventually that shit caught up to me. You know, like I started getting headaches, like high blood pressure headaches. You know.
Oh, I feel
That's
you,
when
bro.
I kind of knew like, oh fuck, I gotta relax, man. You know, I gotta go back down. So I've been working on that. You know, trying to get back down to where I am, because you know I've noticed it really affected my body and I'm not as flexible as I used to be.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, definitely. I can relate though in the same aspect with like going out to eat and shit like that, because my ex, she wanted to go out to eat every day, bro. Every day. Yeah, and like she was low key, like she was manipulative, bro. Like she would talk me into like shit that I didn't want to do. Like when we would go like to the mall or something, hell yeah, bro. Like when we go to the mall or something, she would see like a nice shirt. She's like, "Hey, you want to buy me this?" I'm like, I feel like a dick if I say no.
Yeah,
and
man.
like,
yeah, exactly.
Eyes,
you just like, fuck.
exactly. I'm just like, I look at the price, it's like $45. Like, I'm like, come on. And like going out to eat and shit like that too. Obviously, you want to be a gentleman, you want to pay. So and like for 2 meals, bro. Honestly, they could like rack up to like $20, bro. 20 bucks.
And you doing that shit like almost every day.
Exactly.
20 times 5.
Like,
damn.
It's a big ooze, bro.
Yeah, man. That
Exactly.
She really
and plus the gas driving there too.
Ah, shit. And
then
you drive her back 37, home, so
I get like 10 to the gallon, bro.
Damn, dude. Yeah, my truck probably gets about like, I want to say like 16 or like 18.
Jeez, it's still disgusting, bro.
That's disgusting, man. Yeah, honestly, that's why I'm glad my work is close now. Before, when I was in the painting job, I used to have to travel either to Azusa, Glendora, San Bernardino,
oh my lord,
Rialto. I would go far, man. My gas would be gone in like 3 days. I would have to refill $60 every 3 days.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah, I put $60 every weekend, and I thought that was Jewish.
Damn. Yeah, no, man, that shit really kills. It really does.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
Gas is just like, especially in California, man. Oh hell no.
Oh, that's a big ooze, bro.
But you know what? It's like everyone's leaving California and going to Texas now. So I wonder, like, if Texas is, if the price is gonna shoot up in Texas, man.
I don't know. You never know, to be honest. Honestly, I looked at houses. And they're pretty damn cheap. I always thought about moving there. I'm not gonna lie. Texas
used to be like the safe haven, man. Everyone would go over there for cheap houses, but you know it's looking like all the Californians are leaving now. So, man, they're gonna ruin it for everyone, dude.
For real, because honestly, dude, it's expensive as fuck here compared to everywhere else.
Heck yeah, dude! If you want to rent an apartment, it's like $1,500. That's like a house payment, man.
Exactly, dude. Fuck that.
No, there's no way to get out on your own in California now. Back then, maybe like in the 80s or something, but now. Heck no, housing is just ridiculous, especially after 2008, man. Like that just ruined everything, man.
Skate, he lives in Texas too, and he says it's going up in price there as well.
Damn,
because everyone's moving over there. He lives in Dallas.
Yeah, I see. He said Big D is going up. It's fucking price. Yeah, man, it's catchy. He said Las Vegas has cheap houses. Yeah, but the thing about Las Vegas is the cost of living is expensive because the housing is so cheap that everything they have there is kind of overpriced, like clothes and everything. So it kind of like adds up or matches up, you know what I mean? But as far as housing, like there was this girl I used to work with at Farmer Boys. She lives out there now. I think she pays like $600 for an apartment. That's
not that bad.
Like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. I don't remember the exact details. And then another one too that I used to work with at Farmer Boys also moved over there, and he pays like $800 for a 2 bedroom. Yeah. It's just like,
that's still not that bad.
That's not bad, you know, like shit. But you know, it's like you got the casinos and everything out there too. So cost of living is probably ridiculous, and traffic too, you know.
Yeah.
Arizona,
It's stupid ridiculous.
Arizona's where it's at. Yeah, I agree. Arizona is definitely where it's at. It's been the sweet spot. It gets a little hot out there, but as far as pricing, I think it's been the sweet spot for quite a while now.
Yeah,
it's definitely underrated though. Not a lot of people go out there to live.
Arizona's hot as hell though.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Definitely.
Yeah, I've been there one time. It's so humid and hot and disgusting, dude.
It's
like, worse than Florida.
Dude, Florida. Well, Florida's kind of like, I've never been in Florida either, but I want to say it's probably like, what do you call it, like moist or what's
moist.
that word? Or, moist. Don't say moist. Moist. That's a nasty word. There's humid. There you go. It's probably humid out there.
Yeah, very humid. Dude.
Not only is it hot, but it's also like sticky. So that's kind of
nasty, bro.
That must be nasty. You probably must smell like cheeks all day, man. Like
space swamp ass, bro.
Like you got that, Nutella in your ass all
booty
the time. This is me, swamp.
Okay, Nutella in your ass.
Shrek head ass, bro. You smell like a swamp.
Get on me, swamp.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. So back to what we were talking about in relationships. So, were your exes ever like the clingy type? And how do you feel about being clingy?
Honestly, yeah, both of them. Well, like the girls I've dated, I've only had 2 serious relationships like that I consider. Like I've messed around with girls, I've dated females, but I've only had like 2 actual like serious relationships. Both of them were very clingy. I feel like there comes a time and point where you have to allow your partner some space. Like you can't be dick riding them 25-8. Like you have to trust them. There comes a trust aspect in there as well. Me personally, I don't like clingy. I feel like all girls though, they have some like clingy traits to them because that's just who we are. We're human. We want to know what our partner is doing, obviously. And like it's in men too, but I feel like it's more so in women as well. But I don't mess with clingy. Like there's a difference between checking up on your partner and being clingy. And
I absolutely fucking hate clingy. Jesus
I
Christ.
hate it so much. Like my ex, like she would, if I didn't answer the phone, she would keep calling until I answered. Like there was this one time I was on the phone with a job interview, right? And they're asking me like, when am I available? And they're asking me just basic questions and stuff, right? And she called me like 7 times while I was on the phone with this freaking hiring manager.
That's
like,
insane, man.
Exactly. And she kept texting me. She's like, Andre, pick up the phone. Like, where you at? All this different shit. And I called her back after, and she's like, why didn't you pick up? I was like, I was on the phone with the John interview, and like I was annoyed. I was like, what do you want? Like, what's up? She's like, I just want to see what you're doing. Like, I'm just bored. I'm like, come on,
like you really couldn't text me. Like
exactly.
Yeah, they don't understand that the whole space thing. Like I need space. Like I was at the barber not too long ago, and even my barber was laughing because I had 48 missed messages that I hadn't seen.
Yo,
yeah, that was my ex, man.
48?
Like, 48. She's like, what the heck? What are you doing in Pomona? Why are you here? Where are you at?
What the?
Yeah, I'm not even playing, man. I swear.
48.
I was like, I'm getting a haircut, like, dude. And honestly, I don't know how I did it. Living with my ex for a year and a half, man. It was almost 2 years. Like, damn.
You lived with her?
Like, yeah, she lived with me for a year and a half. Yeah, and that's why I always say in your chat, like, I can't believe I was pretty much married. I was like, damn, like I gotta. That's why now I don't feel like dating. I'm okay. Yeah. Well, okay, like not being in a relationship. Dating, I'm okay with. Yeah. But relationship, I feel like I don't want to be in one for a while, man, because I experienced pretty much marriage. So I was just like, I want to stay away from that. But as far as clingy, like. That. I hated it so much, That's why towards the end, the relationship ended up really like starting to fail because I needed space, I needed time away, I needed time to focus on my purpose and what it was that I wanted from life because I felt like I really fell off with the gym because I was gonna compete in lifting. It was probably one of the main things that I wanted to do at the time. I was getting ready for that, and as soon as I got in a relationship, I kind of just started fading away from the gym, stopped going. And, so I had lost focus in my purpose. I had stepped off of everything I was doing, and I just kind of like I let happiness take over and comfort take over. And it's probably like the worst thing you can do in life. Never. Definitely. Now I don't care how comfortable you are, get out of your comfort zone because if you stay where you're comfortable, man, it's gonna fuck you up for life. Never stay in the
exactly zone. If you're comfortable in life, you're staying
there's something
stagnant.
wrong. Yeah, you're stagnant. Exactly, if you're comfortable, there's probably something wrong. I'll just tell you that right now. You should be comfortable when you're retired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you should be comfortable when you're retired, sitting in Cabo, having some beers and shit. But right now you're young. It's time to fucking grind or do something.
Exactly, stupid grind.
Yeah, like just grind and then find some. Whether it be like doing podcasts or streaming like Dre, you guys might think it's easy to just sit down and play video games, but it gets hectic on the eyes, and then trying to keep up with everybody, you know, making sure you're always on time streaming, you know, there's a lot to it. It's not just, you know, you sit down and play, you know, like there's levels to it, you know, because I used to do it too before, you know.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it's just being consistent is really important, dude. You can even you miss one day and you could potentially lose a couple fans, man.
That's definitely true. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, just after those 2 years, pretty much, I just told myself like, I never want to be in something clingy again. I feel like if I were to have a girlfriend, or if I'm seeing someone, I feel like seeing them once or twice a week is good. 3 is pushing it, you know. But
honestly, yeah.
If I had to say, if I had to say, and making them like, if they were to agree with me, I would say like at least once a week, and I'd be fine with that, you know.
Yeah, it's because you don't. If you see that your significant other too much, you don't allow, you know, that feeling of missing them to set in, because you see them way too much. Like, because that's a big factor in relationships as well. You have to miss the other person. Like, you can't be seeing them too much, because then you get bored of them, and that's when relationships start to fail. Yeah. And with my ex, I could say honestly, I saw her way too much, so I got bored. I honestly fell out of love, dude.
You get bored. Yeah. It's a real thing. You fall out of love because it's just everything becomes so predictable. You're like, I already know what's gonna happen. You know, like I've seen this person every day for the last, you know, billion years of my life. You know, so like people like unpredictable shit. As much as they say they don't, they do, man. Like new shit really in your life really changes everything. You know,
spontaneous shit,
big time, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Never will I ever allow myself to like be stuck on someone like that again, dude. Like, you know, I need some space to myself. I need some space like to hang out with my friends. You know, I didn't talk to any of my friends for like 2 years, Dre.
Honestly, like, same here, dude. Well, not 2 years, but
yeah.
But damn, dude.
I was like, I just isolated myself, and I was like, I'm just gonna focus on me and my girl. You know, no such thing as friends when you're in a relationship.
Exactly.
And it's kind of true, because drama does come, because, you know, sometimes you have those friends in your groups, like, you know, they can be players.
Yeah.
Or they're always just doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? So it kind of like gets your partner angry. So it's kind of true. So, you know, like I think if you're getting ready to settle down, you got to think about things like that. Like, you got to know that you might have to get rid of some people, you know? So I don't want that, you know? I don't want that at all. You know, I don't want to experience that. And I want to enjoy my 20s. I feel like your 20s are crucial, man. And
hell yeah, dude. Your 20s are your peak.
That's your peak, man. You should be like out there doing it. I feel like earliest I would want a kid is probably like 27, man.
I feel you. Yeah,
I feel like
I don't want kids till late 20s either. Yeah, exactly.
Like late 20s. Because I don't want to have them too old either. I don't want to be like that grandpa at graduation. It's like, oh, it's my kid. I'm 18. Like Bill Gates and shit. Fucking, his kids are young as hell, dude. I'm just like, I know, but I've seen that. He's old as balls. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Old as balls? Like, his balls probably hang to the floor, dude.
He's probably touching his knees and shit.
Yeah, hey, but kudos to him. You know, he's not giving his kids any of his money when he dies. He wants them to earn their own like living.
Ice Cube's the same way. He didn't give any money to his kids.
That's crazy, but that's smart, because he doesn't want them to be entitled piece of shit. You know?
Exactly, and he wants them to go get it out on his own and shit too.
I think that's a huge problem, entitlement. And you have a lot of kids.
Oh
yeah. So okay, I had a situation. There was this girl that I used to hang out with, and she had a boyfriend, but she would always be angry at him because, well, she would work a lot and she had a kid. But he grew up in a home where his parents actually had decent money, so he didn't have to work, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't have to work like a bunch of crazy hours and stuff. And, you know, he would always be wanting to hang out with her. And, you know, she was like, oh, you don't understand. You don't have a kid. You know, you don't work. And she would tell me, she's like, I'm so frustrated with him about that, you know, like he doesn't get it. You know, he doesn't work hard like I do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told him, I was like, I get why you're mad, but you can't be mad at him because it's just how he grew up. He didn't grow up, you know, in poverty like we did, you know. He didn't have to grind as hard as we did because, you know, our parents need help, you know. You know, like I said, as soon as I got out of high school, I started working, you know, started paying rent, you know, because
same here.
Family needs help, you know, they can't make it on their own. It's tough, especially in California, man. Like, Jesus Christ, like
it's oofs, bro.
This house we live in is like 2.3, man. That shit's ridiculous.
Jesus,
you know? So
that's a big oofs.
Everyone's got to pay their shares and shit, you know, like, and it sucks, you know, like my dad, he feels bad, you know, but at the same time, it's like responsibilities, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And it happens, you know. Some people are lucky to be blessed. You going to school and not having to work, and they have the chance to, you know, do everything that they want to do. And you know, sometimes they just don't understand. But you know, like, kudos to those people that don't have to do that and they still decide to go work and, you know, go to school and stuff. And those people are really trying to do something for themselves.
Oh hell yeah,
I
dude.
really I respect those people a lot. You know, like
Yeah.
my cousins they have good money, they have a good
Mm.
life, but you know, she's still my cousin works 2 jobs and she graduated from school already. Like it's crazy. Like she doesn't have to. You know, she makes good money. Like I mean, her parents make good money, but you know, she wants that good work ethic. You know,
Yeah, I
so
feel
it's just
you.
like respect. I have a lot of respect for my cousins that in that aspect. You know.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. That's what's up, dude. I'm proud of your cousins for real too. Like my brother, he has that same work ethic. He's a real estate broker, and this man fucking carries, bro. Like he goes all out. He has the mindset for it, dude. Like when he was in his prime, when he was doing it like every day, like grinding hard, because like he does it on and off now because he's made so much money. Like when he was like fucking like in his day in day out, he had his own office and everything. He was making like 120 a year. So he was
Damn.
grinding, yeah, and he started a family, and now he's like settling down. Like he's like 33, 34 now, and he's already retired.
Damn, that's a dream
Yeah,
right there, man. Grind hard in your
exactly.
20s, you retire early as hell, man.
Yeah,
Like
dude, he was on his shit.
that's just the thing though. Like a lot of people, they don't like to take risks, man.
I know.
And I mean, I can say it for myself too. It's kind of scary because you just don't know where you're gonna end up, you know.
Exactly.
And the thing about businesses with people is they see that you're not making wages anymore. You're making
Hmm.
it based off of pretty much what you're able to sell or what you're able to be successful with, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
get scared of that, like, oh, like I'm not getting paid a set wage. Like, damn, like what if I don't make money this time, you know? Like, what if I'm fucked? Like, people don't look at it in the long run. Like, dude, like you're not making a wage. You're making as much as you want to output. You know, how much work
Exactly.
you put in is how much money you're gonna get out. You know, so hey, like you're not making $12 an hour, but hey, you're making like $10,000 a month. That's a ridiculous
Exactly.
amount, you know, and it's
Compared to
you're not
someone working
yeah,
out
you
alone.
know, like you're not gonna make that at first, you know, but hey, like a couple months down the line, if your shit's successful, damn, you might be making triple that, you know, like
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, and it's so risky, but that's like the fun
Hmm.
factor of it because when you finally
Hmm.
get that money, you're like, damn, I did it, man. Like, fuck, I can get
Yeah.
myself out of this debt. I can get myself a
Yeah.
place, you know, or I can
Definitely.
invest
Yeah.
this money. Like, holy shit, you know, like
Hmm.
you know, that's the best part. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know, the day like I can say this becomes successful, and I'm just gonna look back and be like, man, I remember when I was just this broke kid on this fucking shitty laptop. You know, just started with a dream. You know, like shit.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
hear you,
exciting
bro.
part, and that's the huge factor. And a lot of people don't look at things like in the long run.
Yeah.
They look at it as like, damn, if this doesn't take off next week, then I'm just gonna give up. That's what a lot of
Yeah, I
people
feel
do, man.
exactly. I know people give up way too easily. Like I was watching this interview with Gary Vee one time, and he was talking about people who give up too early, and he was saying like 90% of people who give up are literally one decision away from making it. Like they just need to make like one more call or like one more decision or just like go out one more time, sign one more client before that big break or like make one more song.
Yeah,
Like
man.
they're always like right there,
And
but
they
then they
sell
just like
themselves short.
quit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like that one photo that I see on the internet all the time of that guy who's mining diamonds and he gives up, and then
Yeah,
the other guy's like almost there. He just keeps going, you know. That,
exactly.
that
Yeah.
speaks a lot, man. It really
Hell yeah,
speaks a
dude.
lot. Some people just really they don't give up, and it really pays off. You know, that's and
Definitely, yeah.
it makes sense. You know, like and it sucks. You know, like I wish everyone had that type of mindset. You know, I didn't have that mindset at first. You know, but you know, like
Yeah.
seeing you for the most part, starting this podcast was seeing you succeed pretty much.
Thanks, bro.
This is pretty much off of your success. You know, like I saw how good you were doing on Twitch, and I'm like, man, like Dre's just really risking it all. You know, like he's doing good out there, bro. Like I gotta
Thanks,
do something
bro.
like this, man. Like I'm pretty inspired. So I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna do a podcast, and hey, like I'm gonna have Dre as my first guest because this guy's got a pretty inspiring fucking story of how he came up. You know,
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot, dude.
and looking back now, like. Do you feel like proud of yourself as far as like how far you've come since the last year and a half?
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like I've grown as a person and also grown, my Twitch channel and shit like that. And like, I'm more proud of myself that I'm actually doing something that I'm passionate about. Because before I was just doing it for like everything that I pursued before, I was doing it for the wrong reason. Like I was just looking at like, the outer, shell of it, not actually like within like the core. And so I did soul searching, and I'm just proud that I'm finally doing something that I actually care about and something that I'm passionate about. Because, passion is everything. Like, if you could do anything in this world, but if you don't have passion behind it, then you're going to get burnt out.
You're really
Because
gonna
people
get
who
burnt
are,
out and depressed, yeah.
exactly, because the people who have passion behind it, they're going to do it because they love it, not because of the money and fame or like whatever else comes with it. They're going to do it because they love it and they don't see themselves doing anything else. So, I love streaming. I love entertaining. I love videos. So, I'm just glad I'm finally doing something that I love.
You're a man of many talents, man. Like I mean, I don't know if your fans know, but if you guys don't know, he actually has an album. He made a full album and actually dropped it on iTunes. That was I bought a copy. I was like, I'm proud of Dre. I'm gonna buy a copy to show this guy my support. So like,
Thank you,
how was
bro.
that? Like, what was going through your mind when you were making that project?
I just wanted to express myself through music. Like I'm a huge music lover. I'm a music lover. I love everything like about music and just creating it and creating something special. So when I was doing that, I loved it, but I was doing it for the wrong reasons as well. I was doing it for the money and fame because I thought the rap life was cool as shit and all that stuff. And so I was doing it for that reasons. But then I also realized I wasn't passionate about making music. Like I love music and everything, but I wasn't like the passion wasn't behind it. Like I didn't put as much like love and blood and sweat and tears as like some of these other rappers are and stuff.
Like you felt like it was like
So,
a cool hobby, but you felt like it wasn't as strong as like your passion for streaming per se.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like it was a cool little hobby to do, but it wasn't like something that I wanted to make a career out of.
And
So,
you're really good at this. You're really good at interacting with your fans. I see it 100%, man. Like yesterday, okay, so this week, pretty much in general, has probably been
um,
like one of the best stream weeks that you've had. You know,
honestly,
like
yes,
you
bro.
were literally like, there's a bunch of clips that I clipped of you. You were just like living your best fucking life, bro. That shit was fucking. That shit, like you had like the most cheesiest smile on your face, man. You know, so that's when I knew I was like, okay, Dre's doing something he's enjoying, man. This is awesome. Like I really hope, I hope and pray that this shit takes off for you, you know, because I know that you're gonna be a really successful streamer when the time comes.
Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate that for real. I love it to death, dude. I love streaming with all my heart, bro. Like I'm so glad I finally got back into it for real. Like I take this serious and I love it, dude. I really do. Like I just love everything about it.
Do you feel like it boosted your, you know, your confidence?
Somewhat. I mean, in the streaming world, yes. I feel like I could approach certain situations a lot different because, I've learned, experience from like talking on camera and interacting and stuff like that. I think it's helped with my social skills. I'm not gonna lie. Like just having like an actual conversation with someone and holding a conversation. Like I had those skills before, but I feel like these just like enhanced it. And like actually like remembering certain things about like, certain people and shit. Like obviously, when a recurring or a returning viewer comes, like you want to ask them like how the day's been, like how's how's this going on, how's that going on, and just like remembering shit about people because obviously people love to be remembered. People like it when you remember something special about them that you told them. Like it
It's a
just
good
shows
feeling, yeah. The dopamine in your brain just sets off when you hear something. You know?
exactly. It just shows that you
Yeah,
care pretty much.
yeah. It's pretty much shows that you care. Like, a lot of people like that factor, you know that.
Yeah,
They're like, oh,
yeah,
this guy care. I don't even know this guy, but he seems to care more than everybody else does, you know.
yeah. Exactly,
It's a
definitely.
huge thing, you know. And I know I see a lot of people like that. You know, they go into these streams with bigger streamers and they say like, "Hey, like you know, like you changed my life," and that's real stuff. You know, some people really do feel the love through these big people on the internet. You know, and
Definitely,
it's crazy
yeah.
how much it changes a person's mood. You know how you can change
Yeah,
a person's life just doing what you do. You know, playing games like holy shit. You know, who would have thought just doing that. You know would make people happy to come every day and see. You
exactly.
know, it's a real thing, and I really appreciate that. You know.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like kids look up to big streamers, dude. Like then like even people in general, like if they have like a specific person they really like they're gonna follow them. And like when they're feeling down or like they had a bad day, like they're gonna want to go to that stream and just like enjoy themselves and maybe like laugh or talk about it or just like have that connection with that streamer. And that's what people long for because I feel like this is not everybody, but I feel like people who do that though, like they kind of feel like they don't have anyone else other to talk to like in their lives. So they look to those streamers to, help them out and like give them insight and advice and stuff like that. And that's what I want to be for people too as well.
Right, because everyone comes from different walks of life, so it's always
Yeah.
interesting hearing somebody's story, and it kind of sparks
Yeah.
people's fire, and it gets them moving and doing something.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Everyone has that flame inside them to accomplish anything and be great and have greatness. You just have to get it like ablaze, dude, and get it started and get it built up.
I remember back when I was doing YouTube and streaming. I
Mhm.
remember I was that type of person that was kind of not ashamed, but I was kind of shy to or embarrassed to tell people that hey, like I do YouTube and stuff because I felt like people would be like, oh, this guy's like doing gaming. That's fucking weird. I always thought that
Yeah.
people saw it as a weird, like regular people, that they saw gaming as a weird platform. So I never self promoted myself. That's why I sold myself short. So how about you? Like, did you ever feel like nervous at some point to say like, hey, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm a streamer, you know. Like yesterday at the party, that chick came up to you. She's like, oh, hey, you're that video game guy, you know. And you confidently said, you know, yes, I am, you know.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to overcome that, or have you always just been like okay or proud at the fact that, you know, hey, I stream?
Back in the day, honestly, the whole reason why I quit back in the day was because I was insecure and I was going into high school and as a freshman, and I didn't want people knowing like I was a streamer, I was a YouTuber. Like I thought I was nerdy back in the day, and that's what like one of the sole reasons why I stopped. But nowadays, like it's accepted a lot more. Like ever since like fucking Ninja and Fortnite blew up, it's accepted a lot more than
I
it
think
was.
Drake changed that, dude. When Drake played
Drake
with
did
Ninja,
change.
that's when really everyone was like, yeah, you play games, you're lit, you know, like
Yeah, like video games are cool.
yeah, you know, like I was always so embarrassed and insecure about that. I actually had one of my friends one time, he played my videos in front of the whole class.
Nah.
I instantly grabbed my phone and unlisted. Oh no, I deleted all the videos off of my YouTube.
Oh shit!
Everything
dude.
I had worked for, I just deleted off of that, you know, because I was so insecure and nervous, and everyone was just staring at me. I was so red. Instantly grabbed my phone, deleted all the videos. I was like, nah, like, dude, I was out of pocket, bro. I just had to show the whole class, you know, like, everyone was just looking at me like, what a fucking nerd and shit. I was like, damn, dude.
I feel you, bro. It's big oops.
And those were like some of my favorite videos too. I was like, damn.
I feel you. I feel you.
Oops, man.
Yeah, I was the same way. Like, cause when I started making music, I didn't want people to know I was a fucking video game nerd and shit. Like back in the day, so I deleted all my videos. I want to start fresh, but now I regret it. But I mean, you live and you learn. There's nothing I can do about it now. So.
I don't know, like it's just now it's like whatever. I'm an adult now, so I don't really give a shit, you know, like just like I was okay to talk about this podcasting thing to people yesterday at the party, and everyone was actually pretty interested in it. They're like, oh, like, you do podcasts, like that's cool, you know. And like I had that guy, the guy that we were talking to, the one that said he traveled to Italy and shit, you know. I told him, I was like, hey, like if you ever come back and you want to talk about your travels, you know, you can always come to the podcast, bro.
Hell yeah,
I was like, hell yeah, dude, for sure. Like Dre knows my Twitter, you know. You can always hit me up, and that dude with the red do-rag, dude, his homies left him behind. That's funny. That's the funny part.
Fucked up. Yeah, I saw you talking over a second.
Yeah, we were talking. His homies had left him like 2 hours before. That was he was there by himself for 2 hours, man. But yeah, he's a rapper from Hacienda Heights, man.
Oh shit.
And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, hey, like, you know, I do podcasts here, want to come on and talk about some shit. And he's like, oh, dude, really? Like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I would love to. Like, he gave me his number, and yeah, so I got to get that scheduled, you know. So that's pretty interesting.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, you know, so there you go. I was just marketing myself yesterday, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I was confident enough to talk about it, and I'm glad because, you know, now I have probably like a good 4 guests now that I'm gonna have on the show.
That's fucking amazing, dude. I'm so happy for you, for real.
Yeah, man. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show here, guys. There's a good. Look, an hour passed by. I didn't even notice an hour passed by.
Jesus, already.
Good talks, man. You know, Dre, I really appreciate you coming out for the first episode. I hope you come out for more in the future. You know, like, so, you know, when you hit your big successes on Twitch, you know, come back here, talk about it. You know, talk about amazing, funny stories. You know, share more stuff with the people. But hey, man, let's get this shit going as far as we can. And one day when we get the office, man, champagne party, dude.
Of course, man. Let's get it, dude. Thanks for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming on my show too, man. Thank you guys all for coming out from his Twitch chat. I appreciate the love. I know you guys have been waiting for this podcast for a couple of days. I've been talking about it. I want to thank, you know, Chris Martin out here on the Twitch chat. I see him, you know, talking. I see you guys. I see you, Rika. I see you, Chris Martin. You know, I see you, Mason, Lucid. I see your butler. He's got a different name on YouTube, Killer Instinct over here. Yeah, he's low-key wild, man. He be talking about killing people for you, man. That's a real ride or die.
Dude, that is ride or die. I love that, man.
Kirsten, I appreciate you guys so much. I think I'm going to probably upload these like maybe every Thursday or every Saturday. Who knows?
Oh, shit.
I might try and get 2 episodes out a week, but for now, I'm going to get like at least an episode out a week, you know, just talking to different people, sure. You know. So
definitely, bro.
Next week, guys, I think we're gonna have a rapper on here from my old city where Dre's from. We're gonna have a rapper come on the show, so that's gonna be exciting, you know. So thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate you guys, and, you know, take care. Thank you very much.
That's fucking lit.